Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Midday Market Action. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. Hopefully, you all had a great weekend. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, respond in the chat, preferably with VV Nation, and let me know that I am coming across loud and clear on this still. I'm going to keep talking about it. My beautiful brand new microphone. It's a good microphone, starting to get a little schmuzz on it, but I'm going to keep my eyes on it. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend, though. Hopefully you did. Hopefully you do. Somebody's on vacation. Chuck, you're on vacation? Hopefully you're somewhere good. Hopefully you're somewhere good. How many of you saw the email from my boss, Ray Clark, about a VectorVest cruise? Type a 1 in the room. How many of you saw the email from Ray Clark, the vice president of education, about a VectorVest cruise? Type a 1 in the room. Whew. I need you, if you haven't already, respond. Please do respond. If you haven't yet, you should be. You should be getting an email. This is a big thing. You guys have been wanting something like this, and it looks like, depending on your response, we may be getting a cruise next year. The email is about a cruise, and it's a survey about a cruise going out possibly next year, 2026, a VectorVest cruise. Got the information from Jerry, already responded. There you go. If you haven't already responded to the email, man, you got to. All right? You got to. This is a big thing. Are you having classes on the cruise? Absolutely. We will be having classes on the cruise, but you get to see me in shorts. I'll be in shorts. I never wear shorts, but you get to see me in shorts. And if you look at my legs and you say something wrong, we're going to be in international waters. Anything is possible at that point. All right? All right, so where's the cruise leaving from? That's part of the survey, Alfreda. That's part of the survey. Is it going to be a free cruise? I don't think it's going to be free for y'all. I think it's going to be free for us, but I don't think it's going to be free for all. You want to see me in shorts. Gosh, all right. Anyway, so the market's moving up today. All right, as we can see here on our graph, on our graphics, look at that. Another green light in the color guard pricing column. No red lights, all yellow. Look at the major indices, kicking butt and taking names. Everything up by 1%. What's fueling it? Tariff optimism. Tariff optimism. I'm still looking at the date of April 2nd, but it may come out to be a no thing. It may come out to be nothing. All right, so we'll see. We'll see, but it's the optimisms behind the tariffs that are driving the market the way it is right now. All of the major indices are up. Another day gives us 6 straight days now of the primary wave up. No red lights. We got some optimism going on. I'm going to move over to the software real quick. Let's go take a look at the market timing graph. Look at that day. Oh, what a day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. I don't know if this is a head fake. Remember what I said, follow the chart, not your heart. What happened Friday? We broke below the trend line. What did I tell you to do? I told you to be more defensive. I didn't tell you to panic, though. All right, and today, look at this. Nice open day, no wick at the top, which means we're trading at session highs, broke back through this level of resistance, maintaining back into this level of an uptrend. I'd like to see if we can close back above that and keep moving higher to this next level of resistance. But man, coming off of that potential bottom, potential low bottom, however you want to call it, we're moving. We're moving on up. One day, Friday, down day, but look at the wicked Friday's candle. A lot of buying pressure followed through today with a big gap up, big open candle. Woo! Now, Golden Child says need confirmation and follow through. We've already had that, right? I'm looking for maybe a reconfirmation back above the trend line. All right. What did Bernal say? Bernal said something. I don't know. Bernal said, I don't know what you said. Sigh. I don't know. I'm looking back through the chat, but somebody agreed with you. I don't know what you said, though. Sigh. Okay. Anyway, yes, it's volatile. I don't know how much volatile you call this. Up, above, above, above. That was the most volatile day, was Friday. But, keeping in mind the aggregate move of the market coming off of the low, off of the bottom is up. All right, is the rally to last or pull the rug? That I don't know. Right now, rather than trying to prognosticate where the market is going to go, I'm telling you where the market is now. Why? Because you got to trade the chart, not your heart. The market is moving higher. Until it tells me something different, I'm not thinking anything else different. Does that make sense to everybody? Type of one in the room. Does that make sense to everybody in the room? It is moving up. All right? No matter what remember, stay out of the news as far as making decisions. Trade the chart, folks. Trade the chart. Take what the market gives you. Now, tomorrow could be another day, could be another story. I'm taking what the market's giving me today so I can maintain and manage my portfolio. All right, with that being said, let's talk about the news that's moving the market. And we're going to get into the news. Boom. There we go. Move that over to the news stories. Clay, can you get all of that stuff off my screen? All of this? Do I can just click on it or something? Or just click on the screen? Okay, fine. That works. All right. So now, U.S. stock futures jump on Trump's softened tariff stance. Now, the news is talking about the tariffs and that the world is going to go to hell in a handbasket because the tariffs are this, that, and the other thing. Listen, do I think that the tariffs will cause inflation? Yes. Do I think the tariffs are good or bad? Not the forum for me to give that information. I've got my own personal opinions about the tariffs, but this ain't the place for it. All I need to know is, how are the tariffs affecting my ability to make money in the market? That's all I need to know. All right? How are the tariffs affecting my ability to make money in the market? Now, you guys would talk about whether it's good or bad. Don't want to go down that path. All I want to do is make you money in the market, all right? And Janice, that's more on the field that I'm on, and I've said that on more than one occasion, but a lot of people don't like me talking about the tariffs, thinking that I'm this, that, or the other thing. So, listen, I'm who I am. That's who I am. All right, now, interesting things to look out for the week. The Fed's preferred inflation gauge and the tariff talk, what we need to know for the week. I'm going to go through this kind of quickly. Scroll down. Transitory returns. Did you hear that word when Ryan and I did the Fed announcement? He used the word transitory. I think he would never want to use that word ever again, but he's putting himself back out there again. Listen, I think, again, the tariffs, if they go through, will cause inflation. That inflation ain't going to be transitory. It's going to be real. It's going to affect us in a bad way. So that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say about that. Transitory returns. Let's go down. Price check. While markets are patiently waiting for clarity on when or if the tariffs could impact inflation, investors will get a look at price increases for the month of February. That's going to start kicking in. All right? That's going to start kicking in. You know what else is going to start kicking in the next couple of quarters? Jobs. Because all of the government jobs that were let go, they're still on the books. They're still getting severances. Once those severances go away, jobs will be adversely affected. Turning to tariffs. Because of the tariffs, the Fed's not sure what he really wants to do, which is why he's chilling. All right? He doesn't know how tariffs are going to affect everything yet. Why? Because they're on, they're off. They're on again, they're off. And with that going on, we don't know how the market's going to really be affected by the tariffs. A lot of this is anticipation of what the tariffs will do. We haven't seen what they have done just quite yet. All right. What else is on this list for the week? Less froth in the market. Whenever there's more clarity on tariffs, strategists believe investors will be greeted with a market that presents a better balanced risk-reward. All right, so we'll see. Martin says he just completed the survey. Good. There you go. I don't care anything in the market. I only want to make money up or down. Way to go, Bijal. And that's what we try to do on the channel. The news is the news. You can't change it. I can't change it. Just let the market talk to us. Play the market. Trade the chart, not your heart. All right. Let's talk about some other news that's going on. DNA testing, I know you've heard this. DNA testing firm 23andMe files for bankruptcies as demand dries up. And the government's reaching out saying you need to go over there and get your information taken off their their database. I think this sets up for them to be bought. I don't know who buys them. I've been thinking me and Ryan might buy them. Ryan is riding shotgun for me today, just in general. So he's in the office with me today. Say hi, Ryan.
Hey.
All right, that's it. Don't say anything more. All right, so he's just riding shotgun with me in my office as we try to learn some things about what we need to do for the stream. All right, so there you go. Another one, survey completed. There we go. All right, so 23andMe, I don't know how many of us have done the 23andMe. I haven't, so, you know, a lot of people say that the 23andMe puts you in the system so they can find you if you've done bad things. I look at it this way. I'm already in the system. I'm a military dude. No, don't be laughing. I'm not in the system in a bad way. I'm in the system because I'm a military dude. So all my information's out there. I'm on everywhere from a governmental standpoint. All right, so I'm just putting that out there. All right, next one, SMCI. These are stocks, some of the stocks that you ask for a lot. SMCI cut to sell at Goldman Sachs on AI server competition and margin pressures. Ooh, I need to write that down because I didn't set that up in my watch list today. So SMCI, that's not good for them. That's not good for them. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to look at what VectorVest says about it. All right, let them cut and do what they want to do. Let's go to the real deal. Let's go to the horse's mouth to see what SMCI looks like. All right, this is an interesting story. Volkswagen and BMW Group electric cars outsell Tesla in Europe. Tesla's going through some stuff. I think Tesla's going through some brand stuff. Tesla's going through some ownership stuff of whether or not you like Elon Musk. All that's going down. All right, so I'm going to ask a question. All right, even though Volkswagen and BMW outsold Tesla in February, how many of you believe in Tesla long term? Type of 1. How many think that Tesla is in some real trouble right now? Type of 2. I'm curious to know. I am of the mindset that I still like Tesla long. It's hard to bet against Elon Musk. It really, really is. He may not have all his focus in Tesla right now, but I'm curious to know. I see some 2s popping up there. I honestly think that Tesla is far, far, far away from being done. They're too innovative of a company. All right, so just want to know, where's the survey? Liddy, if you haven't received the survey, call up our product support, see if we can get the email out to you. I don't have that email. Clay, do you have a copy of the email to put in the chat? You might. If you do, put it in the chat. If not, you may need to reach out to product support to get the email. All right, so this is an interesting story. I still don't think that Elon's focus is all on Tesla right now. So we'll see. I think Tesla is still the powerhouse that everybody's coming after from an EV perspective. Now, with that being said, Chinese EV giant Boyd's fourth quarter profit leaps 73%. You know, as much as I don't want to pay attention to Boyd because it's a Chinese company, you can't keep your eyes off of it. The technology to charge your car in the amount of time that it takes to pump gas, they're profiting. They're selling cars. They're not selling over here, though. All right? They're not selling over here. Robots will take Tesla over 1,000. I did a video not too far about robotic stocks. I don't know if I'm going to do another one just quite yet, but robotics is another industry that's poised to run, especially after the GTC, NVIDIA GTC. At the end, he had Blue come out. There's a lot of focus being pushed to robots. Are we close to having a robot in everybody's house? No, I don't think we're anywhere near that close. But it is a popular subject, and Tesla's got its hands in that space as well. All right, Ismay and BZ on my year. Listen, Pennywise, I like both of those stocks. We'll see. I'm with you, so I bought some Boyd. Tom is, again, I'm not a big fan of him. I'm not. But, you know, looking at the news, you got to keep your eyes on it. I got to write that down. BYDDF. Ryan likes you. I don't think he's right, but he's usually not right all the time. All right, next one. Jack Ma's backed Ant. All right, that's a company. Touts AI breakthrough using Chinese chips. This is another issue. All right, if people can effectively get cheaper chips in China, it's going to affect the NVIDIAs and the AMDs over here. And I don't think that AMD or NVIDIA are backing down on the price of the chips with the technology behind the chips. Interesting, in the story, Jack Ma backed Group company, and they're not publicly trading as far as I know, used Chinese-made semiconductors to develop techniques for training AI models that would cut costs by 20%. That ain't just whistling Dixie. All right, that ain't just whistling Dixie. And as far as should we sell SMCI, we're gonna take a look at it when we get to the graphs. All right, and I'm gonna use Nvidia as this stock because Ant Group Company is not a stock that's tracked. But even with this news, look at that, and Nvidia is up. Ryan did a great video a couple of weeks ago as Nvidia bottomed. All right, I'm gonna put that in the list today to see if it's worth it to buy. If I hold a car company, it'll be Toyota. I like Toyota. Who put out the Prius? Who did Toyota put out the Prius? Even though I like the EVs from a clean energy perspective, I also like hybrids. I think we should have traveled down the path of getting people into hybrids rather than shoving them right into EVs. Does anybody agree with that? All right, does anybody agree with that? How many of you agree that we should have taken the path of hybrids first to let the consumer decide whether or not they wanted to move into the EV? I like that idea, but I like XPEV. I am making $100 on it. XPEV is not my favorite EV company outside of Tesla. I do like Rivian, but they got smoked. So I'm going to have to come up. I think I'm going to have to do an EV video. I'm going to have to do an EV video. All right. I agree. My daughter has a great hybrid. Hybrids are not a bad way to go, especially if you got a long way to go and you can't charge. Having the gas capability is great. All right. So this is an interesting story. People are trying to put out the stories that they can do better than the DeepSeek, which I think is garbage. I haven't even looked at it. I'm going to call it garbage anyway. And that's my opinion. VectorVest doesn't call it garbage. I call it garbage. I just want you to know that the views poised by Glenn Tompkins have nothing to do with VectorVest. DeepSeek is garbage. I'll say it again. All right, let's go to the next one. Asus is not a company that trades, but it's in the computer space, right? Asus debuts its own mini AI supercomputer. That catches your attention, does it? Accent GX10 costs about $3,000 and comes up with NVIDIA's GB10 Grace, the brand new Grace Blackwell super chip. Woo, Asus is making business. Now, Asus is not publicly traded, but they are jumping on board with NVIDIA. And again, I think that everything NVIDIA touches turns to gold. It does. I did create a portfolio from the GTC. At some point in time, we're going to take a look at it. All right, but Asus linking up with NVIDIA. I love it when people link up with NVIDIA because NVIDIA, everybody wants to be on board with the NVIDIA. Everybody and their mama want to get down with NVIDIA. That's right, child. Woo-wee. All right, next story. Palantir is part of a new triumvirate in American defense. Defense is big, and it's only going to get bigger. It's big, and it's only going to get bigger. You see the move on Palantir? You know I own Palantir. Guess what? I actually went and bought some more Palantir. But the three companies here are Palantir, Archer, and Anduril. I am waiting with bated breath for Anduril to IPO. They are deep in the defense space. I'm waiting with bated breath. I'm going to find out something. When is Anduril going public? There it is. Let's go take a look at that. I'm waiting because they are deeply entrenched in the defense space. They've got drones, and I like them. I like them a lot. As of January 16th, was not publicly traded, but Lucky said in 2023 that he plans to eventually take the company public. No sooner than what? He said he could see the public initial offering no sooner than 2026. So it won't be probably until next year. It won't probably be, how to buy Anduril. Well, how to buy Anduril in 2025. You probably got to get it through NVIDIA. I don't think you can buy it. I don't think you can buy it. The bedrock interval is open to software. La, 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 la. I don't think you can buy it. Such as how to buy shares when it holds its potential IPO. Yeah, you got to wait for it to IPO. I'm waiting for Anduril to IPO. Once it does, man, that stock. And now the story is talking about Palantir, Archer, and Anduril together are becoming a powerhouse in the defense space. ACHR. Going to put those in my list today. I'm liking this story. I am liking this story. I did do a story on BBAI. It says not profitable. I bought BBAI today. I hope it's going to be. I'm going to write that down just because you're asking about it. And I did a video on it. BBAI. All right, next story. Investments, no matter what you think about all of the tariffs, how many of you have seen a positive level of investment in the United States since the new administration has come into place? Type of 1. All right. Now, some of you may say it's got nothing to do with the current administration. Did this take place before the current administration at this level? I'm just saying, for anybody out there's got and say that, all I got to say is we had 4 years of not this happening. We had 4 years of not this happening. That's all I got to say about that. But I love to see the investments back into the United States. That's huge. I think that's huge for us as a country. All right, next story. Drug company. Abbott gets FDA approval to begin the trial of intravascular lithotripsy. Any medical people in here? Did I say that right? Intravascular lithotripsy. Did I say that right? Hell, if I didn't say it right, tough. Read the words. All right. Abbott said on Monday, I love a story that's got FDA. FDA will move a stock. FDA approvals will definitely move a stock into an investigational device for coronary intravascular lithotripsy. You said it right the first time. Thank you, Boston. Robert says, close enough. That's all I got to say. All right. I like a FDA moving stock. Now, because it's FDA approved, the stock may move today, tomorrow, but after that, people are going to probably take their profit. So I'm bringing that to your attention. FDA approvals will move a stock, but not for a tremendous amount of time. All right, so I'm putting that up there. All right, Airbus, interesting story. Airbus and Boeing are said to be exploring a next-gen jet production. It's got nothing to do with the F-47. This is interesting. They're laying the foundation for future single-aisle aircraft. You know, like you go on the regionals. How many have been on a regional airplane where you got 2 seats on one side, 1 seat on the other, type of 1 in the room? Those are the regionals. As much as I've flown with VectorVest, I've been on regionals. All right, so they got, but it's a single aisle. It's a single aisle. With that being said, you know what I like about this story? That could be produced at an unprecedented rates, potentially up to 100 jets per month. Whew. You know what that'll do for the regionals, for the smaller planes? One, they'll all be updated, all right? And it's the next gen jet. I like that Boeing is trying to do something to get right after leaving people up in space, all right? And planes jacked up. Interesting. I'm still curious, and tell me if you're interested. How many of you are interested how Boeing got the contract for the F-47? With everything that they've been through, how did Boeing get the contract over Lockheed Martin? Something ain't right there. Something don't smell right in Denmark. You ever been to Denmark, Ryan? I've never been to Denmark, but something stinks in Denmark. Very interesting. I know Rocket Labs just got a huge contract. See, now that's also, I didn't get that story. Rocket Labs just got a huge contract with Airbus. Jake says it's because of drones. There's a lot of other drone companies out there, Jake. But you know something? It's a pivotal part of that F-47 series is that the next gen aircraft is going to be part of a suite of drones. So you can have one F-47 up there with about 6 drones to go out and do stuff, which I think is interesting. So maybe the drone story Jake may have a point there. Jake may have a point there that it could be because of their drone capability. All right. But I love this story. Single aisle airplanes potentially being produced up to 100 jets per month. That's huge. Woo. All right. So I got to write EASDY, 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 and Boeing. Got to put those in that list. All right. Abbott. I got to put Abbott on the list. ABT. And yep. All right. And that's all my stories. That's all my stories. That's a lot of good stories today. Isn't Melania in Greenland, which is part of Denmark? I don't know. D. Streeb. Nice for you to chat. It's a brand new name. I like that. I like when new people come out of the background to talk. All right. I love that. I love that a lot. All right. So those are my stories. All right, let's get back into the software. I've got to build that watch list because I didn't do it earlier. That's my fault. All right, but look at this, still a nice up day today, breaking back. Now, I'm curious to see if we can stay back in the uptrend. That is the confirmation, right? I want to see if we can stay back in the uptrend. And then tomorrow, if we stay up in the uptrend today, tomorrow close above that. So I will keep a dividend or say, what are you talking? I am down in MRK and AbbVie. All right, hold on, Amir. We're going to look at some stocks. Not yet. Not yet. Stop putting stocks in the chat, dang it. I didn't tell you to put stocks in there. I'm finna put everybody in this room in timeout. All right, now that we got that straight, let's go to the viewers tab. Let's go. Goodness gracious, I got so many folders open. Just go to another folder. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what that is. All right. Let's go find. I got so much stuff in here. Let's go find midday market update. Big news stocks. Let me take these out. Let me put the new ones in. All right. These are all the news stories that we just did today. SMCI, they got cut, right? SMCI just got cut. SMCI in rating. BYDDF, earnings or profit. NVIDIA, comma Palantir, comma ACHR, comma BBAI, only because you wanted to look at that. EASDY, comma son of a gun. What is Airbus? Airbus, EADSY. There we go. I was a little bit dyslexic. And you guys are still putting, I told you not to put, I'm not listening. I'm not looking at those stocks yet. Told you. Nobody's listening. Nobody's listening. And Abbott. All right, those are the stories that made Anduril. You can't buy Anduril yet. Northrop Grumman and Kratos are competing for the drone part of the 6th generation. Oh, all right, but why are they competing if they got the contract with Boeing? Boeing should be able to put that out there, right? Trump will be announcing the tariffs on autos, aluminum, and pharmaceuticals in the very near future. All right. Akshay, it is what it is. I've told you how I felt about that. And I'm not, you know something? Guess what, Akshay? I ain't scaring this room into nothing. Trade the chart. We got to see what everybody's anticipating what's going to happen. We ain't seen it yet because it ain't happened. So trade. You can trade off the news if you want to. All right. Before you post a stock, ask yourself, did I hit the like button? Way to go, Janice. I like that. Glenn, any comment on the news story about any country buying? I saw that story. I did see that story before I came on, and that's all I did. I just saw the story. I didn't even read it. I just saw it. I just saw the headline. It was breaking news on CNBC. I did see that. All right. With that being said, here's the stocks. The only stock that's going down today is SMCI. That was a downgrade. All the other stocks are going up. Let's go see what's going up the most. There it is. BBAI. You said, let's go take a look at it. View the stock graph. Let's go see what it looks like. Tell me something good. Oh, hell. This ain't that good. Not yet. You know what I do like about the BBAI? Nice open candle, very little wick at the top. In sitting in a tight channel, this is what concerns me about BBAI is the RT. His RT is not above 1. All right, not above 1. April 2nd tariffs would be narrowed and wouldn't target cars. You know something? I'm thinking that the tariffs on April 2nd may not play as big a role as everybody thinks it is, as everybody anticipates it is. Why don't we just wait and see? Stop trying to jump the gun and think we know more about what everybody else knows. Right? Can I get an amen for that? Can we just sit still and let the market come to us? The news is the freaking news. Can I get an amen for that? We can't predict what's going to happen before it happens. It's news. Yes, I got to yell at you a little bit because I keep getting this, well, this is going to happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. All right? And we just need to be ready for it. We just need to know how it's going to affect our ability to make money. That's what we need to concern about. If he's going to do it, he's going to do it. What are you going to do about it? Not a darn thing. I can't. Maybe Ryan can, but I can't do nothing about it either. That's why you trade the chart. That's why you trade the chart. All right. So there's BBAI. Let me get out of that. You know I got to yell at you at least once. Sigh. I got to get you guys on the right track. Oh, talk about getting you guys. I got to get you guys on the right track.
Now, you kids are probably asking yourselves, hey, man, how can we get back on the right track?
That's what I'm trying to get you on is the right track. All right? You got to see that. I got to get you on the right track. You guys are straying because you're getting caught up in the quagmire and all of the stuff that's going on. Stay on track. All right, stay on track. Janice says, I can't unsee that. That's what we need to concentrate on is staying on track. Robert is right. What will be is what will be. Que sera, sera. All right, so let's go finish looking at all of these stocks. I like that. Joey put that up for me. I like that. Let's go look at all of these stocks that made the news. Trade the van. That is it. That is trade the van by the river. That was an awesome sketch, right? BBAI, I'd wait. Boyd, as much as I don't like the Chinese plays, bottom left, top right, undervalued, rising value. Closed candle today, maybe people taking profits, starting to fade the gap maybe. Volume is tripping off a little bit, but if you're in it, I'm not going to tell you to get out of it. If you are trading, and somebody said they were trading, I'm not going to tell you to get out of it. It's still in an uptrend. I love that it's undervalued. They're making news. They're making news and people are listening. That's what it is. They're making news and people are listening. All right? Interesting on Palantir. I told you I bought more. It was hovering around here. Finally broke above. Confirmation today. Still in an uptrend. Volume is pretty steady. RT is just got above 1. I went and bought some more Palantir today. I did it. It was the skit, Walter. The van by the river. That was the skit from Saturday Night Live. That's what I just played, was a skit from Saturday Night Live. All right? But Palantir, I'm a buyer right now. I got more. Remember, I was holding shares I'm going to hold forever, but I just went and bought more. RT is above 1. It's telling me it's on its way back up, at least for right now. Archer, I like this play as well, and it's cheap. $9.01 in the aerospace. How many of you are trading Archer? Type of 1. I need to get me some of that, actually, because I haven't yet, because I'm an idiot. I haven't gotten it yet. AC. How many of you are trading Archer? This is a good play. Relative value, relative safety tells me that it's not fundamentally sound. What's moving it? It's in this space. And this space is ramping up. This space is ramping up. I'm going to put this on a 6-month graph. Look at that move. Put it on a 1-year graph. Look at that move. I got potentially up to 1247, about $3 more. That's a nice move. I like it. Now, it's overvalued, but what's value doing? It's starting to rise a little bit. This is a hot space, cheap stock. All right? A cheap, hot date. Space. Damn. Sorry. Wow. That was a Freudian slip. Sorry about that. I'm just saying. Sorry. Don't cancel me for that, please. That was very interesting. NVIDIA. There's the descending channel. Broke out of it. Settling at a level of support. Nice up day today. I'd like to see it break above this current swing high. I'd love to see it go right above that 123.03. We're not far from it. That would open me up to feel more comfortable with NVIDIA. Right now, I'd love to see RT go above 1. It is trending higher. All right, next one, Boeing. We all know about the contract. Let's go see if it really comes to fruition. In a little bit of indecision today, a little doji. Let's go to the next one. Abbott. This is a drug company. This is an FDA approval. Interesting that it's not really moving the stock. All right, it's not really moving the stock. I'd be concerned about that. It's overvalued, but value is rising. I think that it's worth a look, but let it come to you. Next one, Airbus. Bottom left, top right, little jumpy all over the place. It's like a little skittish. A lot of gaps. I'm not feeling that, but it is moving up. SMCI, Amir. I'm not feeling that. But if you own it right now, Amir, this is your drop deadline. 34, let's just call it 34.75. If it breaks below that, but it's right now at 40, I don't know if I want to wait to 34. It's in a channel. I can't tell you to sell it. It is undervalued because it's gotten beaten up. It's in a channel, but it's at the lower level of the channel. Keep that in mind. RT is below 1. All right. And that's all my stocks that we did in the news today. I didn't give you any other fish. Actually, we're going to do the fish on the fly. Let's go to YouTube. I'm going to give you some fish on the fly. Low dollar, high potential stocks. Let's go see what I got here. Nope, don't give me stocks yet. I'm giving you, somebody said give me some picks. I'm going to give you some. Stop putting fish on stocks out there. Let's go to percentage price change. What's moving? In this? This is a stock I was looking at in the Jockey Club. PLX, I like. Coffee, I like. LYG. Oh, this is the Patua stock. I'm not feeling that. Let's go take a look at these. View the stock graph. Again, I'm giving you fish on the fly right now. What do I like about this? It's trending higher. I'm going to walk down to Electric Avenue because the stock is trekking higher. Interesting. I might have a wedge going on here. RT just went above 1, undervalued. Keep that on your radar. I'm giving you fish on the fly. Look at the fundamentals. Good upside. Low RS. This means the stock is an aggressive play. All right. We give Glenn some fish. Oh, why don't we give Glenn some fish? I'm not ready for your fish yet. Your fish is stinky. All right. Let's go to Portal X. I like that the stock is moving higher. I'd like to see it. I love the undervalue. I love value is rising. If anybody's trading or thinking about trading it, let's get some breakthrough above this level of resistance. And now, if you're currently in it, it's moving up. It is moving up. But if you're not in it, I like the play. RV above 1, relative safety below 1, more of an aggressive play. I'm really looking to see if the stock can break above that level of resistance. I like the rising volume as well. Nope, don't touch that. That is an MC Hammer stock. Don't touch that. Lloyd's Banking Group. Look at that pullback. Look at that rebound. I played this a little bit. I'm going to write that down. I like that play. LYG. All right. What was the other one I like? Archer. I'm writing some of these down from my real world portfolio. I do like look at this. LYG, undervalued, rising value, cheap, moving up. Where's RV? Above 1, RS. So again, more of an aggressive. You want some fish? I'm giving you some fish. Anybody feeling this fish today? Type of 1. Anybody feeling this fish today? I'm writing that down. LYG I wrote down. Archer I wrote down. Those are 2 that I like. All right. Do you need any more fish? Do you need some more fish? Let me see what else I got here. Must own stocks. What's my purpose behind that? CI greater than 1.7, earnings growth greater than 10, stock price less than value, RS. Stocks you must own. Wow. I don't remember if I ever did a video on this. All right, let's go sort by percent price change. Ooh, stocks you must own. Look at these fundamentally sound stocks. RV and RS both above 1. I'm giving you some more fish, baby. Get that fish. Get that fish. They're eating the fish. They're eating the fish. Eat the fish. Eat the fish. You got good fish. Let's graph these. Ryan has never been in the room with me while I do my thing. So he's sitting in here today. He's cracking up in the background. CCB. RT just went above. Let's go see if I do like that it's undervalued. I do like it's undervalued. Glenn, I have a freezer full of salmon, cod, and shrimp. There you go. Sing it. Eat the fish. Eat the fish. Pure storage, not on Friday. Listen, Ross. Remember, I just did some stocks. There's a lot of other stocks out there. I'm just starting off with that list of stocks. All right. Crypto moving big. I gave Ryan a story to take a look at. Crypto could go back down to 66. I am not feeling crypto. I'm just not. Ryan likes it. Ryan, you want to buy some more crypto, Ryan? Sure you do. Yes, I know you do. I'm not buying crypto right now. While the fish have driven Glenn over the edge. All right, there you go. Let's go see if VIRT financial. There you go. Freehand. Again, we're doing fish on the fly today. Instead of going to a fish fry, today you're going to a fish fly. Fish on the fly. Undervalued, rising value. RT just went above 1. Here's another fish for you. RV above 1. RS above 1. RT. Hey now, write that down. VIRT. I'm wondering if I should start giving fish on the fly instead of having them prepared. LRN, somebody wanted me to look at it. Look at that. Having a hard time getting above this level of resistance. RT is above 1. I'm wondering if the rising RT can finally push the stock above that level of resistance. It is undervalued. Value is leveling out, but nicely undervalued. RT on the rise. Let's go. I'm waiting to see if it can break through that level of resistance first. Orla. I'm out of Orla. I made my money on Orla. It pulled back a little bit. Could it be setting up? If you're going to look at buying Orla, let me give you your spot to look at. I love the rising value on this. Good, googly, muggly. I love it. This is what I'm looking for. Let the stock get above 957 before you get back in. I'm out of it, but you can't deny that this stock is on the rise. Bottom left, top right, undervalued, rising value. Love Orla. I'm going to wait to see if it gets back above that level. All right? Is it the time to bottom fish or not? You should have already been bottom fishing. We already came off the bottom, potentially. The bottom is already there. We already came off the bottom. All right, see a couple of more fish. No. Maybe LUGDF, a mining stock. Watch mining. Dollar's getting stronger. And if it gets stronger, it's going to affect mining stocks. But I like this. LUGDF, undervalued, rising value, RT above 1. I think I like that. All right, any other fish in here? Did anybody write down some of these fish? Did you write down the fish? How many of you rather me do the fish on the fly when I do this session? Type of 1. Or would you rather me have them prepared for you? Type of 2. How many of you I got so many searches that I can go through on any given day. And, I might do this for all of my sessions, do the fish on the fly. All right, because there's a lot of potential searches that I've got, as you can see, that we can open up and take a look at. All right, it looks like more people are willing to do the fish on the fly. All right, and I'm all for that. Glenn's got a lot of searches that I've created for YouTube. That's why it's under my YouTube folder. I've got How many of you would pay me $1 million to get all of these searches? Type of me in the room. How many of you would pay me $1 million to get access to all of these different searches that I've created over the years? I'm just curious. Clay, do you have any fish to share? Wow, Amir said yes. Pennywise said yes. I'm just curious. I'm not asking nobody for no money. All right, Jake said nope. Huh? Clay said he does not have any fish. All right. You take the law away. I'm not asking for no money. All right. If I make my money back, I'll give you $1 million. I love you. Fish on the fly or flies on the fish. Ew. If it's flies on the fish, that's nasty. That's not even nasty. That's not even nasty. That's nasty. NASSY. That's straight nasty. All right. With that being said, let's go back to the viewers. What time is it? I'm right on time. I like this. I like this the fish on the fly. I really do. That's kind of cool. Let's go to weekly customer picks.
You could call it fly fishing.
I don't want to call it. No, I don't want to do that. That may not be bad. All right, how many likes we got? 73. I'm gonna give you 10 stocks anyway. Now you put them in. CRS, comma DDOG, comma CPRX, comma Hood, comma Uber. Comma INOQ. That's a trade. I keep telling you that. AMD, comma Zeta, comma URA. Uranium I like too. Rocket Labs, RKLB. How many stocks is that? I told you I was going to give you 10, right? All right, we only had 8 likes. There we go. I gave you 10 anyway. There we go. There's a 10 stocks. Remember, folks, for all of you who are putting in stocks that I'm not looking at, always remember, you can get a stock analysis. Go to www.vectorvest.com/YTFSA. I think that's it. Is that right, Clay? Put it in the chat for them. You can always get a free stock analysis. www.vectorvest.com/YTFSA. All right, but I got your 10 stocks here. All right. Everyone is going up. Who's got the most RV? Look at that. Good upside potential stocks. Which ones are in the fastest uptrend? CPRX. Which has the highest CI? Carpenter. All right, let's go graph them all. CRS. Ooh, right at my level of resistance. See that? I like it. Nice open candle. Very little wick at the top. It is overvalued and value is falling. That concerns me. RT just went above 1. Where's the relative value? It's a fundamentally sound stock. That's moving up. I'd like to see if it closes above this level of 194.60, I would dip my toe in the water. All right. I do like RTs above. Woo, Hood. I'm writing that down. That's another stock I want to keep my eyes on.
It's a crypto play, by the way.
Crypto sucks, though. But all right. But Ryan is like, this is a crypto play. And it is a crypto play. I can't deny it, but you know what catches my attention? Fall in volume. You know what else gets my attention to the upside? RT just went above 1 on Hood. Stock's got some upside. I wrote that down. And even though it's overvalued, look at that value is rising. Relative value, it's got good upside. Relative safety not there. This is more of an aggressive play. But I do like that RT just went above 1. This may not be a bad opportunity to buy it. CRS does have great pre-tax margin. You know I'm not looking into that, John. I'm just looking at what I see. Christopher says, I don't think it is optimism in the market. It is just adjusting general pricing with the tariffs in consideration. The market is forward-thinking. It doesn't like when it can't determine price. I'm going to give that a... I'm going to do that again. Type of 1 in the room for Christopher's response. I mean, that sums it up in a nutshell right there. Type of 1 for Christopher's response in the chat. It makes sense, right? That's an excellent response, Chris. I'm going to put that up. That's an excellent response because it takes all of the and eggs and it takes all of that out of the equation, and it is that markets don't like uncertainty, and they're still uncertain about what the tariffs are going to do. Markets don't like uncertainty. That was a great response, man. I gotta hit that. That was a great response. All right, Hood may not be a bad buy. I do like the uptrend. It broke through. It's got headwinds coming up here, but RT just went above 1. That's key for me. Rocket Labs. Somebody said there was a deal with Rocket Labs and Airbus. It's still in a sell recommendation. RT is still below 1. If I'm going to think about Rocket Labs, I do like that it's coming off this level of support. I'd like for RT to go above 1. I'd like for RT to go above 1. All right? Is it safe to say it's okay to buy now? I want RT to go above 1, but I'm looking at this swing level right here. 22.15. That's all. That's what else I'm looking for. Chris is 100% right. Why doesn't the administration understand that? When does the administration listen to people like us, Akshaya? Think about that. Does the Fed listen to us? I think that the administration and the Fed need to take a trial to VectorVest for $9.95 for 30 days. Do you agree with that? I think that a lot of the world's economic problems could be solved if the administration and the Fed took a trial. Folks, don't be like them. Take a trial to the software. $9.95 for 30 days. You see how lost they are? And how we're staying cool, calm, and collected? That's because you have VectorVest. And if you don't, you need to have it. Go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. $9.95 for 30 days. All right? All right. I need to call the president and be like, yo, Donnie, baby, what's up? Yeah, you need a trial. I'll give it to you. No, you need to take it at $29, 30 days. You got the money. You got it? All right. Peace. Later. All right. He's going to take a trial for $29. We'll see if it happens. If you see, that'd be awesome if that name comes up in our database as Donald J. Trump on the trial for VectorVest. All right? Trump heard about XROF. He ain't denying. RYCEY seeking partnership for the lunar nuke. You know, I still like Rolls-Royce. I may have to do a story. What's the other story? I said RYCEY. You know what else I want to do one on? Airbus. If they got a new contract out. Airbus. These could be stocks on my radar, right? These could. I'm doing stocks on my radar tonight. Maybe I do. Clay, you're not muted. I may do if I get a lot of views on tonight's 3 stocks on my radar, I may do another stocks on my radar tomorrow. All right, it all depends on how many views we get tonight. I may do another one for tomorrow as well. All right, Rolls-Royce, I do like. Airbus, I want to check the news on that. That may be a good way to make that stock move up as well. All right, what else is in the list? IONQ, I say is a trade, but look at this. Coming up to that level of resistance of 25.62, it could be setting up. I'd really like for RT to go above 1, but it is trending higher. Because it's trending higher, we're going to rock down to Electric Avenue. The stock is trending higher. Oh, no! Out on the street, out in the playground, on the dark side of town. I do like that it's breaking above that level of resistance. I do. I'd like to see RT follow it, though. If you're going to trade it, this is a trade, IONQ, as long as it stays above the trend line. Airbus and FACS, next generation Eurofighter jet plane. Yeah, no, Pennywise. Glenn, when you give out fish, you have to have dolphins spinning around like this. Ooh. Clay, I need that. So that when I'm giving out fish, we got dolphins jumping around. I like that a lot. Clay, write that in the chat. I like that a lot.
We could do something like that.
I'd like that a lot. That's a great, John, I love that. Janice says, Donnie baby just called. Wants small change. Trade the chart, not your heart. Trump the chart, not your heart. I love this group. I love you guys to death. I do. I love you guys to death. I like Rolls, but it's not in my buy zone. It's trending down. I got you, Christopher. All right, Glenn, you're no Eddie Grant. I know, but I like the song. I am looking at IONQ. It is a trade. Let's see if it breaks above that level. Wow, CPRX, AI and drugs. That's why I like this stock. AI and drugs, undervalued, rising value, good volume. I'm writing that down. CPRX. Y'all think that I just be yapping. I be writing down these stocks for real stuff in my real portfolio. I like this. All right, I like this. Zeta. Coming off a level of support. Coming off a level of support right about here at the low. Trade it right there. You know what I'm looking for? I like the up day. I like the up day. Very little wick at the top. I need more confirmation before I buy this after this big downtrend. Yeah, this could be the buy the dip. Where's RV? RE is above 1. RS is below 1. Again, an aggressive trade. I don't like, as it's starting to move up, the falling volume. Be careful with this one. I don't have any confirmation behind the move. RT is not above 1. And as it's starting to move, even though very little wick at the top, volume's falling. Be careful with Zeta. I like the preliminary move, but let it come to you. Uber, nice move up. Undervalued, but value's rising. RT is above 1. If you're in it, leave it alone. If you're in it, leave it alone. A closed candle today. I got a little bit of a closed candle today. Trade the trend line. Trade the trend line. RV is above 1. RS is below 1. Another stock that's looked at as an aggressive trade. All right. If it continues to move up, it's going to have headwinds at this 80 level. All right. But right now, if you're in it, leave it alone. It's in the trend. It's in the trend. PSIX, please. TLU, I already got my stocks. All right. Uranium's moving up. That's all I got to say about that. It's moving on up to the east side. You know where it's going? It's going to that deluxe apartment in the sky. Why? Because it's moving on up to the east side. You know, the beans don't burn in the kitchen and the burgers don't burn on the grill. You keep on rising up and go until you get up that hill. Now we're up in the big leagues, getting out, turn that back. Uranium's moving. That's all it's just grooving. Ain't nothing wrong with that because we're moving on up. Uranium is on the move. I like it. If you're in URA, if you like that a little bit, just type of LOL. I'm losing it right now. But I'm having fun. I'm losing it right now. Type of LOL if, hey, I made it rhyme. Type of LOL if you liked it just a little bit. Uranium's on the rise. Trade the trend line. All right? Trade the trend line. Right now, it's a little bit of indecision, but it's still in the trend line. RT is, I'd like to see RT above 1. It's right at it. But in order for me to jump on board, if I'm not in it, in order for me to jump on board, I need that RT. RT's trending higher. Let it come to me. Let it get above 1 before I take it. All right, 2 more. Woo, AMD. Nice move on AMD. I like it coming. Look at that. Nice move moving up. No wick at today's candle. It gapped up. Hasn't even looked at fading the gap. RT just went above 1. I'm writing that down. You know, I got a song, and I like all these songs. I like all these stocks. I wrote a song about it. You want to hear it? No. AMD, I'm writing that down. All right, Glenn, I am always amazed with all of your talents. Yeah, I'm pretty talented. I know. All right, I am. I'm not going to lie. People think that I am cocky. No, I'm not. I'm confident. Write that down. Glenn is not cocky. Glenn is confident. I love what I do. Thank Ryan for AMD. I won't tell him you said that, Chris.
Oh, I'm here.
I won't tell him you said that, Chris. I do like the open candle, no wick. RT went above 1. This could be setting up as a buying play right here. All right. Ryan's big on like AMD and NVIDIA and all that stuff, all that tech stuff. All right. Bill says I'm cocky too. Glenn, I'm so happy to see you happy today. Last you were happy was in November. I'm always happy. You know why? Because I'm happy because I make the money in the market and I give it all to you. Because I'm happy. You got to listen to the things I say if you want to do it too. All right, D-Dog. Moving up. What did John say? John says, Glenn is not cocky. Glenn is confident. Ryan has that written on his office. He framed it. Glenn's not cocky. He's just confident. Somebody else is thanking you for AMD. Amir is thanking you. Love when you sing, man. You make my day. Thank you for that. I'm watching the people. People are not leaving today. You see that, Clay? People are staying with us today. Evidently, I'm doing something right. That's a good thing. All right, so we did stocks on the fly today. I think that going forward, you like that? I think we're going to start doing that. I like it because there's so many searches that I have available for the YouTube channel that we can open up to see what stocks are being found. I gave you some fish today. Today was a good day. Can you sing some Rush songs? Did they do the Flash Gordon song? Flash, Huh?
Stop
What?
believing.
Oh, that's not Rush.
No, that's Journey.
That's Journey.
Oh, that's Journey. My
That's
bad.
Journey. Rush, I think it was the Flash Gordon song. I think that's one.
Maybe I should play that Journey song with the AMD short today.
Don't stop believing. Oh, you want Rick James? She's a super freak. Super freaks. All right, that's enough. That's enough for today. Today, listen. Today I'm on one. I don't know what it is. Today I'm just woo. I don't know what it is. If you had fun today, type a 1 in the room. All right. How many likes? We got 100 likes. You know me. Queen was Flash Gordon. Thank you, Thomas. If you had fun today, type a 1. If you found some fish to take advantage of today, type a me. Today was a good day. I didn't have to use my AK. Today was a good day. All right. Today was I love the whole idea of the fish on the fly. The fish on the fly, I think, might be something that I want to use going forward because there's a lot of things out there that I have for you guys that I don't always talk about. All right. So I'm glad that we had fun. We got some perspective on what's going on in the market. You know, it's not all fun. We got to talk about the business. The business is making money. My goal is to help you guys make money in every session. Ryan's job is to help you guys make money, whether it's a short or when he's on a live with me or on a video. That's what we do. If you're brand new to the channel and that's what you're looking for on YouTube and you just haven't been able to find it, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon. You'll be alerted that when we come on, you'll know what's going on. All right? Everybody else, continue to hit the like button. We got 100 likes before we left today. That was awesome. You guys stayed. I was watching the concurrent viewers. You guys stayed today. Today was a good energy day. Good positive energy. Go, Flash, go. Go, Flash, go. You remember that? How many of you remembered Battlestar Galactica? Big. What's up, Buck? How many of you remember that? As we leave out, just tell me if you remember Battlestar Galactica. Today was a good day. I got to go. I got the video tonight. 3 stocks on my radar. Depending on how many likes we get on that video, I may do another 3 stocks tomorrow. All right, I may do so. Make sure you watch it. Make sure you share it. All right. Adios. Arrivederci. Ciao. Au revoir. Sayonara. Aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. I can't stop thinking about Hawaii. Love me some Hawaii, baby. Woo-wee. Always remember, there's good people in this world. If you can't find one, be one. Odabu, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until next time, folks, see ya.